On April 20th, 2010, the largest environmental disaster in the history of the country, and perhaps the world, occurred when the Deepwater Horizon oil well exploded. 11 people died, and millions of gallons of oil has gone into the Gulf. It's going to take years and years and years to really sort the whole thing out.
Well, as a result of this horrendous oil spill, the government stepped up and put pressure on BP to set aside a fund by which people can be made whole for their losses. Thousands and thousands of people are affected by this Gulf oil spill. They're going to need help. We're here to help. So Robert, tell us, why would a claimant need an attorney?
It's a very complicated question whether someone should go into the fund or go into litigation, stay outside the fund. It's a question that takes into account the details of where the client is financially, the specific causation issues, legal issues. It's a type of thing that really is a very, very important question. Anyone who tries to tackle that, anyone who tries to answer that question without a lawyer, in my opinion, is just being foolish.
But Mr. Feinberg says you don't really need an attorney. What do you think about that?
Well, I think Mr. Feinberg is, with all due respect, I don't think he's correct on that one issue. And BP has had tens of thousands of legal hours, teams and teams of lawyers trying to do one thing and to limit their liability. They try to limit their liability, that means they're trying to take money out of the pocket of those hundreds of thousands of claimants.
I understand.
These people need lawyers.
Well, Robert, I'm pleased to be able to bring the benefit of my experiences gained under the 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund, where essentially we had a body of money that was set aside for claimants. And like we do here, we have a set of funds that are set aside. They're going to allow claimants to make claims against this fund. We're going to be instrumental in being able to help people and assist them in getting their claims approved. And I think we can help a lot of people, and I'm glad that we're in a position to do so.
You know, Steve, this corporation, BP, destroyed a lot of people's lives. And they didn't go bankrupt. You know, their stock has been recovering. They seem like they're strong. And meanwhile, people, hundreds of thousands of people sitting there without jobs. A lot of these cases, the question as to who's going to recover what comes down to proximate cause. Proximate cause is a very complicated legal issue. It's the kind of thing that they spend weeks on in law school studying, and that's just the beginning of it. It has to do with foreseeability. It has to do with in this case, Mr. Feinberg was talking about proximity to the Gulf, but that's not the end of the analysis.
It appears to be business as usual with BP.
The fund is going to use proximate cause to limit liability and to not pay people. People who may need to get paid and people who may have the right to get paid. That's why everyone who has the opportunity to should stand up for their rights. They need to stand up to BP, and they're going to show BP that they're not going to take this anymore.
So Robert, where can people find more information about the claims process and about our firm?
The best place to find information on our firm and the best place to find information on the entire claims process and what happened is www.rightsforamerica.com. Or you can call us at 1-877-RIGHTS-4. That's 1-877-RIGHTS-4 right now. And stand up for your rights.